me. Don't mind me, man. Don't look at me. I'm just trying to get this thing right. I'm trying to. Everybody's like, why do you keep posting all these videos? I'm telling you why I'm posting these videos, man. Because I'm trying to knock this thing out the park. I'm trying to get it right. So I think right now, I think at this very moment, I ain't just streaming on Facebook. I think I'm streaming on YouTube right now too, man, and a YouTube page that I have called the 1028 Podcast Studio. So what I'm going to do is this. Lola commented on your post. What up, Lola? She said, happy birthday, man. Shout out to you, Lola. Happy birthday to you. But yeah, I'm gonna put y'all on ice real quick. Give me 30 seconds. Let me check this thing out. And I don't even know if 30 seconds is gonna be enough time, but we're gonna shoot the shot. Hello. Back, man. We back. We back. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm streaming not to just one page, but I'm streaming to three, all at one time. This is crazy. This is crazy. And I'm back in your timeline. If you've seen me 3 times already today, for one, you're spending way too much time on social media. You gotta chill out. You gotta find something else to do. Unless you're watching me, you can stay on if you're watching me. But if you're not and you're just doom scrolling, I got some advice for you, if I can give any of that, because I'm always on here, right? But the biggest thing is, if you're gonna be on here, make sure if you click on something, you're a better person after you watched it than before you clicked on it. And if you're doing that, then you can stream or you can doom scroll with a little bit more integrity, because it will drain you, bro. For those watching, for those listening, we are here yet again. Let me move this microphone just a little bit closer to me so you guys can hear me out. And again, this is another stream test. I'm figuring this thing out. Let's go in the comments, see if anybody's watching, anybody's listening, anybody want to say hello. Pop it in the comments section, man. I'm trying to see how all this works out. Yo, I got overlays. I got all types of stuff in here. So banners. Sheesh. Yo, the brand is strong. The brand is strong. And I want to say shout out to all the parents that struggled in the past month to get their kids everything they needed to go to school. I feel you. I understand it. And we made it, man. My kids went to school today. Thank goodness. They out the house for 8 hours, not bothering me. You know, I don't know what it is about kids that when you sit down to relax, they feel as if you failed them as a parent or something. Obviously, even if they don't think that, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. I feel like every time I sit down and kick my feet up, maybe watch a little bit of TV, it could be 2 hours. It could be 2 hours of them in their room. But once they hear my body hit the couch, something in them wakes up and says, okay, let me go and investigate or something. Let me go and impose on his free time. Because that's what it feels like. Anyway, we out here. We on StreamYard. We're streaming not just on Facebook. We're also streaming on YouTube, 1028 Podcast channel. I'm probably going to create another channel just for this one, which is called, let me put it. Yes, sir. The podcast about nothing with your boy Corey Ochai. So, this is just another stream test of me figuring out figuring out everything that's going on with this streaming platform. That's what I'm at. That's where I'm at. So, for those watching, for those listening, there is nothing to talk about. So please drop a comment with a topic if you want. If not, so you can look at me when I'm looking at you, looking at me as I'm navigating this thing. So yeah, talk about your kids, man. Talk about anything you want to talk about. Like talk about your kids going back to school if you want to. Put that in there. I got a lot to say about. I got a lot to say about in general, like about the whole process of getting these kids hundreds and hundreds, even thousands of dollars of supplies and school clothes to be educated, and then to come home and want us to like help them with their homework. You know what? I watched some. I watched this. We don't get into it. Forget. Let's get into it. I watched this clip of this guy who was upset that his children were coming home to ask him to help them with their homework. And at first, I was like, "What does he think is supposed to happen? What do you think is supposed to happen? They're supposed to go to school, learn something, come home with the homework, and then homework means work at home. And a lot of times that means they need assistance sometimes from the parent, right? I'm thinking that's the regular way of thinking about this. And then I thought about it again, right? I thought about it again. And I said, we pay a plethora of taxes. We pay so much money to get them this education, which they should be educated at school. I have work that I have to do. And then when I go home, I need to make sure that the kids have everything they need to be nourished, to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do. A lot of times homework and so forth. But the school pays the teachers to not just teach them, but to also give them work to bring home to us for us to work with them again. And the reason I'm bringing this up is the clip then mentioned that their job is to teach the kids at school. Why do I need to teach them about school when I'm at home, when they go to school to learn these particular things? And I don't know, it was a weird conversation. I felt some type of way about him being upset with that. But then realized why I had to start thinking about why I'm upset. And I kind of understand where he was coming from, but still feel like school is work, and homework is not just a thing that I don't look at it as a task. I look at it as an opportunity to monitor how effective school is to their learning process, like how much they're taking in. So maybe that was the reason why I felt some type of way. But then again, this is a podcast about nothing where I talk about everything that has nothing to do with probably the reason why you clicked on. And that's okay. But we're here now. All right. I haven't seen this. I got a big zero when it comes to viewership at the moment, and I'm okay with that. Sheesh. Well, no one's on here. This is the time to play, right? You gotta do this thing like a million people are watching. So, because hopefully that is the case. That is the case. That one day I click on this screen, and I'm gonna coin it here. I'm gonna click on this screen, and I'll be able to effectively communicate my thoughts with a guest to over 100,000 people on one stream. I'm going to talk it into existence. I'm going to put the work behind it. And yeah, I'm gonna do that. So that's just what it is. So let me go check on Facebook to make sure. Sheesh, I don't do that. So that's just what it is. So let me go check on Facebook. All right, cool. We're live, man. We're live. All right, man. Since no one's on here, let's just continue to navigate these things till someone comes on here, says a few things. That'll be great. If not, so let it be, man. Let it be what it is. I'm not. Let's go view this on Facebook. Let's see what's happening on here. Continue it to Facebook. This streaming platform, though, StreamYard. Let's talk about StreamYard. Shout out to StreamYard for making it simple enough to navigate, to be able to communicate with more than one platform at a time. Like, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all did that. And because y'all did that, I'm able to now just not stream on Facebook, but also YouTube, also Twitch, also any other platform I want to put this on. Man, put that in your cup and sip it, man, because that is extravagant. That is magnificent. Thank you. And I see we finally got a viewer, man, on the 1028 podcast. That's dope. And shout out to you being the only one. All right, dope. And if you come on here, man, say something. Don't be a creep. You know what I mean? Engage. Say hello. This is a podcast about nothing where we can talk about anything. So if you wanna hop on, hop on. If not, so don't. That's cool. But if you're here, you know what? I demand that you come in here and talk that talk with me. You know what I mean? Hey, what's going on? I got somebody here that's coming on from the Facebook group, man. Say hello. Don't, you know what I mean? Engage. What's going on with you? Talk to me. Give me a topic to talk about, because this is a podcast about nothing, but we could talk about anything that means something to someone. So, hello. And hopefully the video hopefully, you know what? I did 2 of these already today. And hopefully the words are matching the video, because that was the goal. Let's give me a topic in hold up. Give me a topic in the comment section. All right, cool. So let's switch this thing up. Say hello to you. All right. I might have ran out of things to talk about, tell you the truth, but we've been on it for 13 minutes. I'm going to give it another 5 minutes. If we don't get this thing rocking and rolling, we don't get this thing up, if this thing stays dry, which it probably will for a little bit of time, but you better believe I'm going to keep posting these things. I'm going to keep working at it. I'm going to keep trying to knock this thing down. And the reason I keep talking is because I can rewatch this back and find out what exactly is happening on your end to see if I can build it up and make it better. So, yeah, shout out to anybody that's watching. Oh yeah, drop a comment in there, man. Drop a comment. You know, give me a topic. Is what the podcast about nothing is about. We can talk about anything. You want to talk about clowns and Beetle cars, whatever. I don't care, man. You know what I mean? Let's just engage. Let's engage. And hopefully you're having a good day, whoever that is on the other side of that screen. There's been a big goose egg in here already on the viewership. So to have someone, I'm gonna let you know I appreciate you, man. Welcome. This is a stream test, so if you see something going on, like the video's not coming in right, or the sound's not coming in right, or you can't hear me, please put it in the comments section so we can figure this thing out. We can get it a little better. Let me see, give me a topic. Let's go back and talk about what's happening this afternoon. So this afternoon, if you guys don't know where I'm located at right now, you can see the beautiful aesthetic in the background. Where I'm located at right now is 1020 Podcast Studio. It's located at 1020 North Canal. Let me losing my words. I'm located at 1020 North Canal, a place called the TT Studios. It's a studio establishment. We have a podcast studio, and streaming is a product that we want to offer not just to the tenants that are in the building, but also to the public. So my goal all week is to make sure I keep streaming to figure out all of the bugs, right? How to make this stream run flawlessly. So those on the other end can be communicated to and communicate with the person doing the stream effectively. All week, I'm going to be posting these things, trying to work the bugs out, finding better ways to approach different stuff. So hopefully you like the little lower thirds that I learned about yesterday. I got to get the chance to put that in. You see my face? That's my face right there. That's my face right there. Yeah, I did that. But anyway, we're on here, man. We're on here. Right there. That thing right there. Look at that this beautiful person right here. I can't believe it, man. This is actually pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Hey, give me a topic. Oh, that's what that is. All right. Let's you know what? Let's search for a topic. Let's not wait for you to give me a topic. Let's find something to actually communicate about, if that's what you want to do. Let's talk about inconsistency with my YouTube channel, 1028 Podcast, because that's where it comes from. You know what I realized when it comes down to all this social media stuff, it's not really even. It is the content in a sense. I think people think content is king, where I think truthfully consistency is king. It's being consistent in not just posting, but who you're posting for. I think that's, to me, is definitely a more driving force than just having the content. The content's one thing, but it's absolutely true that when it comes down to not just the content, it's the posting and how you post. So like I said, this is like the third stream of the day to really test this thing out. And I want to be more consistent. And I think within the reps is when I'm going to start to develop how to do this thing effectively. I'm not scared. I'm not scared at all. What's up, man? I got somebody in the chat, man. Say hello. How you doing? And yeah, don't be a creep, man. Engage. That's what I'm telling everybody. Don't be a creep, man. Engage. All right, cool. But they end up leaving out. But it's okay. We're going to keep rocking and rolling. We 18 minutes strong. And we're going in there. And I'm going to find a topic to talk to myself about. What do I want to talk about? Because that's what this is. This is a heavy one. All right, so there is something. And you know what? I may be able to even show it. Let's see if I can actually show it. There's a video I did called, it's called F Fear. Which, if you got an imagination or you weren't raised Mormon, you'll understand what F stands for. And let's get into it. Why I made the video. The video talks about fear being false evidence appearing real. We're over here. So let's bring it over here. False evidence appearing real, right? That's the acronym for fear. That to me is the definition of it. We fear what we don't know. And you become terrified of the things you do know, but I think fear is the false evidence of something appearing to be real. because it hasn't happened. It's just a state of mind, I guess I can call it. And with that, I think conquering fear is you have to be courageous. You got to be brave. But courage is not the absence of fear. No, it's not. Triumph over it. You hear that? Courage ain't the absence of fear, fam. It's the triumph over it. Fear is part of the process. So fear is like, don't think because you feel fearful that you're not strong enough to accomplish something. Because even those that can accomplish the thing you're fearful about, that you may be looking at like, I wish I was like that, they feel in the same thing. They just don't let it affect them. You get it? They feel the same thing. They just don't let it affect them. So that's why the video was created called F Fear. And if you go on to that channel, the 1028 podcast studio, you'll be able to watch that video. It's like a minute and 30 seconds. I would suggest anybody that is a fan or whatever wants to watch it to watch it. So, but that being said, I've been on here for 20 minutes and I'm getting off, man. I'm getting off. So, what I'm going to do is this. Yep. And I want y'all to have a great day. I'm probably going to take this stream down because it didn't do anything, but also I didn't talk about anything because it wasn't about anything besides testing out the streaming services that we can provide to the masses. So if you are a streamer or you want to start streaming and you don't know how to work a camera, you don't have the equipment, you don't know anything about the audio or the back end video stuff to actually stream, believe me, you don't need to know any of this to do this, because we actually offer this service right here at this studio, TT Studios, which is 1020 North Canal, Sharpsburg, PA. We are not just offering streaming services, but we also record podcasts and put them in a platform where you can just send it off to your editor to make social media content, or you can stream like I'm doing and engage with your community live, which to me is more effective. If you can actually not just talk to a camera or do a podcast, but you can do a podcast and actually engage with the people that are watching it live, I think that's a better experience. And to me, truthfully, the evolution of what podcasting is. Any podcast you're watching, a lot of them are now doing live podcasts, right? Doing podcasts in front of an audience. You can do the same, but you don't have to be looking at those fools looking at you on top of the stage. You know what I'm saying? I don't say fools, but you know, the people that your customers are. You can literally do it from this seat that I'm sitting in, or this in this studio that I'm in. And guess what? You don't need to know anything. All you got to do is have the will to pod, the will to want to do this. And all you got to do is sit in the seat. And guess what? We make it happen. So have a great day. Enjoy your day. Don't let nobody take your smile. And believe me when I say, you're amazing, you're beautiful, you're the stuff dreams are made out of. I know that. But do you? And if you don't, you better figure out a way to figure it out, because you are. All right. I'm out.